In springtime, Rusty loves to visit a faraway place. It's filled with bluebells. The air smells sweet, and Rusty thinks there is no better place to be. One day, Thomas was passing by just as Rusty was having a drink. "Whistle, Thomas," said Rusty. Said Rusty. Replied the driver. Laughed Rusty. Later, Rusty saw Douglas and Percy. Rusty had an idea. Said Rusty, and explained everything. Then Rusty decided. Warned Douglas. Rusty told the driver all about the plan. And that night, he came back to the shed. Said Rusty. It took them all of the next day to travel to the other railway. Darkness fell, and the cold wind blew. Murmured Rusty, but it was only the sounds of the lonely scrapyard. Diesels, silent and still, lined up on guard. Rusty plucked up courage. Rusty rallied again. Rusty grew braver still. A small engine with a tall funnel stood sad and alone in a shadowy siding. His driver was huddled in the cab, keeping him company. Said Rusty. The engine looked startled. Everyone worked fast. It was difficult to set the fire, but soon it was glowing hot, and Stepney had a good head of steam. Rusty's engineer agreed to be Stepney's fireman. So off they set, past the bleak and brooding line of diesels. They hissed. Replied Rusty. And they chuffered quickly away. When Rusty and the engine arrived in the valley, a big welcome awaited them. Said the manager. His driver was delighted. Now the little engine is as happy as can be, and helps all the passengers who visit at Bluebell time. His name is Stepney, but everyone calls him the Bluebell Engine.